Hello and welcome. In this episode we are going to talk about and I will show you how we repainted the engine bay in our electrically powered Volkswagen Golf. First we covered what we didn't want painted with masking tape and plastic bags. After that I used a sanding machine and regular sanding paper to get rid of the old paint in the car. I used sanding paper ranging from 100 to 180 grit to get everything off that I wanted. But you can still see some of the old red paint left in the engine bay, and then I've just roughed up the surface to get the paint to better adhere on the surface. After that we used a degreaser. You can use any degreaser. I've used Motip's own degreaser, but it's basically just alcohol-based degreaser. So I've cleaned all the parts in the engine bay that I wanted painted, and then after that I used a etch primer. I have also used a epoxy primer. Both works very well. And in this case I just using this on the engine in the clip, but I've also painted all the other surfaces with the etch primer. And after a few coats of the etch primer I used a 1K spray paint. I highly recommend you to buy a 2K spray. It's so much more resilient to dirt and to chemicals and all kinds of stuff. They do cost about twice as much as this paint I'm using here, but the results are way much better. I'm using that here, so this is the white color. It's a solid color. The color code is L90E, Alpine White. So I'm using that for the inside of the engine bay, and it works really great. The results are really good. In spite of us being outside, it looks really good. Of course there are some stuff that got into the paint while it was drying and stuff, but it's an engine bay and we're not expecting this one to win any shows, so we are very happy with the results of this one. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video and you learned something. I will put up in the end like step for step repainting everything. It's very easy. I highly recommend you to at least try it. Maybe not in a engine bay, but something else. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Keep on watching the end result, and I see you next time.